Romanowski trying to spin out of it, got into the lane, kicks it out. Here's Lamanna for three. That's an air ball. Rebound picked up by Catholic and Catania. Left side for Carlson. Carlson turns the corner. Now back to Kennedy. Kennedy double teamed, lost the ball, got it back, and then stolen by Toludo. Toludo in a foot race with Skoblik. Toludo driving in, put it on the rim and in. 6 for Toludo, 24-12. Quickly back the other way. Catania couldn't get the shot away. Here's a three by McLaughlin, and it's good. Molly McLaughlin, just her third three-pointer of the season. And it's 24-15 with 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Romanowski with 4, turns the corner, put up the floater off glass, no good. And the quarter comes to an end. Royals shoot 50% in that first quarter, and they have a 9-point lead. Scranton 24, Catholic 15. This is Royals basketball on WUSR Scranton.
I didn't know that the roots of wisdom teeth can lengthen and become entangled around the nerves in the lower jaw. My surgery was more complicated, and I had to reschedule my family vacation.
I had a cyst around my impacted wisdom tooth. I was referred to an OMS to have it removed. I was so worried. I wish I would have taken care of this when I was younger.
Some things get better with age. Your wisdom teeth are not one of them. Visit myoms.org to find an OMS near you.
The other semifinal in Selinsgrove tonight, and they have just started the second quarter. Elizabethtown leads Susquehanna 22-20. On the men's side, halfway through the first half, Catholic leads Wilkes 19-18, and Susquehanna leads Drew 21-15. Both of those in the first half of play. Royals 8 of 17 in the first quarter, 47%. Catholic 5 of 13. Rebounds are 12-5 in favor of the Royals. They out-rebounded Catholic 5 days ago, 46-26. Catholic already has made 3 threes. They were 1 for 13 on Saturday against the Royals. Royals basketball out of the quarter break. Here's Romanowski down low for Cranston. Cranston hooks it to the corner for Sloan. Sloan down low. Cranston put it up and scored off glass. Cranston with 11, 26-15. Skoblik into the front court. Left side for Kennedy. Goes to Catania. Catania step back three. Is a board ball. Offensive rebound, McLaughlin who drew a foul. That ball went right to McLaughlin off the board and drew the foul on Romanowski. It's her first of the quarter. And McLaughlin will go to the line, just 3 for 4 on the season. First one, no good. Second one, line left. Missed a pair. Rebound by Cranston. Cranston has 4 rebounds to go along with her 11 points. Cranston has it between the circles. Now bounce left side for Romanowski. Cross court for Gorski. Back to Sloan. Sloan head of the circle. Right wing for Lamanna. Into the corner for Gorski. Gorski faces up on Skoblik. Lost the handle of the ball. Went down. And a steal by Catholic. Here's Skoblik into the open floor. Skoblik won against everybody. Now waits for the trailer in McLaughlin. One arm's a pass to Kennedy on the right wing. Back out front, Carlson. A long 2 is no good. Rebound by Cranston again for the Royals. One and done for Catholic. Ahead for Lamanna. Lamanna on the right wing. Out front, here's Cranston. Fakes the 3. Drives the lane. Euro step to the rim. Put up, no good. Rebound by Gorski. Put it up, that's no good. And the rebound picked up by Catania and is fouled in the backcourt by the Royals. The foul on Gorski is her first, second on the team. 8:39 to play until halftime. Skoblik, right side for Kennedy. Kennedy on the dribble, cross court for Catania. Into the corner for McLaughlin. McLaughlin into the lane, stripped by Romanowski and grabbed by Sloan. Sloan into the front court, across court for Cranston. Cranston on the left wing. Cranston gives to Lamanna. LaManna. And an offensive foul. First on LaManna, third on the team. Sophia Travieso into the game. And Toledo in for the Royals. Travieso's junior from Miami, Florida. Did not play in the game on Saturday. 2 minutes played. Royals still with a 26-15 lead. Kennedy for three is off the mark. And the rebound run down by Romanowski, who has 4 rebounds. Romanowski into the front court. Romanowski hands to Toledo. Toledo near the split S. Got it to Gorski. Sloan, three-point line. Cross court for Cranston. Cranston a long 2. That's short. Rebound loose and picked up by Catholic, but knocked away by Romanowski, but she could not keep it in bounds. She knocked it away and almost stole it, but ran out of court. LaManna in for Toledo. So still yet to have a basket. Actually, the Royals have scored the only basket of this second quarter so far, which is about 2.5 minutes old. Skoblick will bring it up. Skoblick to Kennedy now. Kennedy between the circles, moves to the left wing on the dribble, guarded by Romanowski. Skoblick head of the key. Skoblick holding. Skoblick hands it to Carlson. Carlson right of the lane. Carlson left-hand dribble. Carlson left elbow jumper, short. Rebound tapped out front, grabbed by McLaughlin. Back out front for Skoblick, a rare 3. That's missed long. No, it went in. High off the back iron and it went in. That is the second 3 of the season for Anna Skoblick and the 6th 3 attempted. 26-18 Royals. Cranston for Romanowski. Romanowski corner, LaManna fakes the 3. LaManna around the screen, LaManna. And a foul called on Carlson. That's the second on Carlson. First on the team. Guidetti back in for Catholic. 6:44 to play until halftime. 26-18 Royals. Sloan on the left wing. Sloan holding into the low post for Cranston. Cranston faces up on Guidetti, goes cross court to Romanowski, goes to Gorski. Gorski drives to the rim and laid it in. Gorski with 4. And it's 28-18 Royals. Guidetti into the front court. Guidetti on the dribble, guarded by LaManna. Right side for Travieso. Travieso around the screen, to the line, into the lane, back out Skoblick on a drive. Skoblick nearly lost it, now flipped it up, and on the rim, and it falls off. Rebound by Romanowski again. Romanowski pushes. Romanowski to the line, to the lane, to the hoop, laid it up and in with left hand. First points for Kaylee Romanowski, to go along with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. 30-18 Royals. Travieso near the split S. Holding. High post knocked away by Gorski and stolen by Gorski. Ahead for Cranston. Cranston driving in, laid it up, missed it. Rebound Romanowski, and she is fouled. Got hit in the back of the head, but appears to be okay. And Cranston's a little gimpy. She's gone down twice now. She appears to be okay. Guidetti's first, second on the team. Toledo and Bennett into the game for the Royals. Kraptavich is into the game, as well as Burden and McLaughlin for Catholic. First one by Romanowski is off the back iron, no good. Royals just 5 for 8 from the foul line. Second one, line right. Good. 3 for Romanowski. 31-18 Royals, 5.5 to play. First half. Skoblick for Burden on the right wing. Burden out front to Guidetti. Guidetti around the screen. Guidetti split a double team, flipped it up with the left hand and scored. Raquel Guidetti with 6. 31-20. Royals as we approach halfway in the second quarter. Toledo moves to the right wing. She'll run the show this time. Toledo on the dribble finds Romanowski. Right side for Gorski. Gorski up top for Bennett to Romanowski. Romanowski around the screen. Romanowski lob for Bennett. Bennett double team comes. She caught the pass anyway and scored. A great catch in the low post by Bennett and able to strong arm her way to the rim and scored. She's got 4. Here's Skoblik to the rim and draws a foul. Looked like Kevin George signaled jump ball. Jackie Cruz thought otherwise. Second foul on Katie Gorski, 4th on the team, and that will send Skoblik to the line. 54%. First one, no good. Second one, front rimming no good. Rebound by Bennett. 33-20 Royals. 4:35 to play, first half. Toledo into the front court to the right wing. Toledo out front for Romanowski. To Gorski on the right wing. Gorski to Bennett. Left side for Romanowski. Romanowski around the screen. Romanowski into the lane. Kick to the corner. Gorski fakes the 3. Got into the lane. Euro stepped to the rim and drew a foul. The foul is on Skoblik. First on Skoblik, 3rd on the team. Kana in for Catholic, and Sloan in for the Royals. Gorski will shoot 2. Katie, 4 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Foul shot is good. Second one, line right. Back iron, no good. Rebound tapped into the corner where it's picked up by Kana for Catholic. 34-20 Royals, 4:08 to play in the first half. McLaughlin for Guidetti on the right wing. Guidetti flips it to Kreptovich. A long 2 is an air ball. Long rebound run down by Catholic. Shot clock didn't reset, 10 to shoot. Out front for McLaughlin. McLaughlin, right of the lane, driving, put it up, on the rim, no good. And a foul. This is going to be on Catholic over the top. And I believe it's going to be on Guidetti. Her second, 4th on the team. Cranston back in for the Royals. So it's Sloan, Toledo, Cranston, Lamanna, and Bennett, the 5 on the floor for the Royals. Catholic will bring Catania back in. Royals have outscored Catholic 10-5 here in the second quarter. Sloan, right side for Toledo. Cross court for Lamanna. Lamanna into the post for Bennett. Bennett sees the double, now got it to Cranston. Catch and shoot, 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound Catholic. McLaughlin into the front court. McLaughlin hands to Catania. Left side for Burden. Burden around the screen. Burden head of the circle. Burden on a drive. Now flips it to Catania. Catania to the foul line. To McLaughlin. McLaughlin 3-point line with 10 to shoot. McLaughlin still trying to find a room. It's knocked away by Bennett and stolen by Bennett. Ahead for Sloan. Quickly up ahead. The ball deflected and goes to Cranston anyway. Cranston stops, picked up her dribble, goes cross court for Toledo. Toledo spinning into the paint, flipped it up, high off glass, no good. Rebound tapped right back to Toledo, and then she lost it to Kreptovich, who finds McLaughlin in a wild play. McLaughlin the other way will wait for reinforcements. 2:40 to play until halftime. Kana to Burden. Burden, right wing 3. Missed it long. Long rebound comes down to Lamanna. Lamanna triple team, dribbles out. Lamanna into the front court. Lamanna knocked out of bounds by McLaughlin. Raguso will come in for the Royals. Kennedy and Skoblik in for Catholic. 2:22 to play until halftime. Royals lead 34-20. Kraft is back into the game. She picked up 2 fouls early, and she is back into the game. Sloan on the inbound. Right side for Raguso. Raguso back out front. Fires a pass to Bennett. Bennett double teamed. Bennett back outside for Cranston. Cranston into the lane. Outside, Sloan, a rare three. Missed it long. Rebound by Skoblik. That's only the 5th three attempted by Sloan. Catania for 3. Good. Second 3 for Carly Catania. She's got 6. 34-23. Sloan for Bennett in the low post. Draws the double team. Back out. Toledo straightaway 3. Good. 9 for Toledo. Kraft on the right wing. Kraft step back 3 of her own. Missed it. Rebound into the corner. Bennett fighting for it. Into the bound. And a rebound will go to the Royals. It's tapped into the Royals bench. And the ball will go to the Royals. Romanowski and Lamanna back in for the Royals. 1:21 to play in the half. Royals lead by 14, matches their largest lead of the game. Romanowski will jog it across. Romanowski for Toledo, left wing. Toledo, round the screen. Toledo holding. Toledo still on the dribble. Toledo into the corner, back out for Cranston. Cranston splits a double team. Cranston in the lane. Cranston back out for Toledo. 10 to shoot. Toledo back out front. Bennett, deep water 3. Side rimming, no good. Rebound by Catania. Good rebound for her. That was amongst 2 Royals. Skoblik in the open floor. Skoblik to the foul line. Holding. Now flipped it to Catania. Catania around the screen. Cross court for Kennedy. Kennedy for Kraft in front of the Royals bench. Kraft around the screen. Holding. Tried to go back door, but nobody was there as Skoblik was going to the rim. 7th turnover for Catholic. 30 seconds to play. About a 5-second difference between the clocks. The Royals will hold it for as long as they can. Lamanna with 14 to shoot. Lamanna on the dribble. 10 to shoot. Lamanna got it to Toledo. Toledo with 5. Toledo out front for Cranston with 2. Cranston in the lane. Got all the way to the rim. Put it up. No good. Rebound. Run down by Romanowski. Got it to Toledo. Foul line jumper is good. And the half ends. And Matt Donahue is hot at his players. They kind of gave up thinking the half was going to end. Romanowski never gave up on the play. And the Royals had about 5 or 6 seconds after the missed shot. And the Royals were able to pass it to Toledo, who made a foul line jumper to end the first half. In the second quarter, the Royals outscore Catholic 15-8 in that second half. And the Royals have a 39-23 halftime lead. We'll be back to take a look at the first half scoring, also the first half statistics, and we'll also check the other semifinal game and semifinal games in both the men and the women here in the Landmark Conference. At halftime, Scranton 39 and Catholic 23. This is Royals basketball on WUSR Scranton.
University of Scranton basketball on WUSR is underwritten in part by our Carol and Janelle's Restaurant and Catering, Bruselli Advertising, The Italian Pub, Geisinger Sports Medicine, Catch 21 Seafood and Steak, the Hilton Scranton Conference Center, by Golden Care Foot and Ankle Surgery, Honor Awards, Manja Bistro and Bar, Riverfront Sports, Peggy's Marinade and Dipping Sauce, Sambuca Italian Grill and Bar, by PNC Bank, Moe's Southwest Grill, the Maddock Agency Incorporated, and Samario's Pizza.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Thank you. Back at the Long Center, where the Royals have a 39-23 halftime lead. The Royals have yet to trail in this game. Royals outscoring Catholic 24-15 in the first and 15-8 in the second. They held Catholic to 3 of 12 shooting in that second quarter, so that was the difference in that second quarter. And the Royals' 16-point lead at halftime is their largest of the game so far. Here's a look at the scoring in the game. First for Catholic, Carly Catania and Raquel Guidetti both with 6. Molly McLaughlin, Anna Skoblik, and Lauren Kraft all with 3, and 2 for McKenna Carlson for Catholic's 23 points. For the Royals, they have 2 players in double figures already. Casey Cranston with 11 and Sophia Toludo with 11. She comes in only averaging 7 a game, so Sophia Toludo with 11 points in that first half. 5 for Katie Gorski and Megan Lamanna. 4 for Elizabeth Bennett. 3 for Kaylee Romanowski for the Royals' 39 points. As the Royals lead it by 16 points. Again, the winner of this game will play the winner of the other semifinal between Susquehanna and Elizabethtown. And that game will be on Saturday. If the Royals win, it will be here at the Long Center. If Catholic comes back and wins, it will be in either Selinsgrove or Elizabethtown. The winner of the conference gets the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. And right now, looking at the MPI numbers, Susquehanna would be the other team in at large. As of right now, they're in a very good position to get in at large. So far, Catholic, Elizabethtown are too far out to be one of the 64 teams. The National Power Index is what is used. It's kind of a formula used between wins, losses, strength of schedule. Quality wins are even factored in as well. On the women's side, it's not factored whether the game is on the road or at home. It is on the men's side. I was talking briefly with Matt Donahue. Matt Donahue is on the Regional Advisory Committee, or what is referred to as the RAC. Every region, all 10, 12 regions, whatever they are now, in Division III, have one. And he is on it. They used to be the teams that came out with the regional rankings, and that's what was based off who got in the NCAA tournament. But that has all changed now. So I kind of asked him a little bit as to what the role is now. It's just to check the MPI numbers, make sure they're right. But he's also going to make a little bit of a case. He was actually kind of making a little bit of a case for the Royals a little bit, that the dials that determine what this index is should be tweaked a little bit. They can after this year, after a 2-year run. They can be changed by the National Committee, and thinks that a little bit more weight on the strength of schedule should be factored in more than wins and losses. But we'll see if how they compute that MPI number changes anything for next year. But that is the sole criteria in terms of what is used to determine the 64 teams. They rank all 400-plus women's programs. And they'll throw out all the AQs because they're already in the tournament. And then take the next 21 teams. There are 21 at-large berths, and the next 21 will get in at large, and then the task of bracketing. And there are a lot of constraints put on the National Committee when it comes to bracketing in terms of geography and that sort of thing. So it is not a true 1 versus 64 in it. So that will be the toughest task, because the top of the MPI rankings are by teams that are almost in the same location. The Royals being 1. Johns Hopkins is 4th. The Royals are 6th right now. And the other one is Washington and Lee out of Virginia. So those 3 teams are essentially in the same geographic location, which won't be a problem in the first round. It will be in the second round. And that is when geography plays a huge role that this 7 minutes of halftime will now allow me to explain. But the bracketing will be very interesting. The Royals are essentially in regardless. They win the conference or not. They are in at large. Susquehanna is likely in as well, and it looks like it's going to be a 2-team bid for the Landmark Conference. Just got handed the first half statistics, and we will go over those. We'll take a timeout, and we'll go over the stats and get you the first half scoreboard as well from around the Landmark Conference. Scranton 39 and Catholic 23. This is Royals basketball on WUSR Scranton.
This broadcast of University of Scranton basketball is underwritten in part by our Carol and Janelle's Restaurant and Catering, Honor Awards, Geisinger Sports Medicine, Manja Bistro and Bar, Riverfront Sports, the Hilton Scranton Conference Center, and Peggy's Marinade and Dipping Sauce.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says,
avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Back at the Long Center, where the Royals have a 39-23 halftime lead. Here's a look at the first half statistics. First for Catholic, 8 of 25 from the field, 32%. 5 of 12 from the three-point line, 2 of 6 from the foul line. For the Royals, 14 of 32 from the field, 44%. 4 of 9 from the three-point line, and 7 of 11 from the foul line. Rebounding edge goes to the Royals, 23-15. Carly Catania has 5 to lead the Cardinals. Kaylee Romanowski has 7 to lead the Royals. Assists in the game, 5 for Catholic, 11 for the Royals, including 4 from Romanowski. Turnovers in the game, 7 for the Cardinals. It's cost them 5 points. 3 turnovers for the Royals. It's cost them 0. 2 steals and a block for Catholic. 6 steals and a block for the Royals. Points in the paint are 14-6 in favor of the Royals. Scranton's bench outscoring Catholic's bench 15-9. The Royals' 16-point lead at halftime is their largest of the game. We had 1 tie, no lead changes. The Royals have led from the start. The other semifinal happening in Selinsgrove tonight. They are at halftime. Elizabethtown has a 2-point lead on the road at Susquehanna. It's 36-34 Blue Jays at the half. And an E-Town win would earn them a trip to the final. It is really their only way that the Blue Jays can get into the tournament. Susquehanna, if they would lose, that might knock them down to the bubble again. They're pretty firmly in, but a loss here in the semifinals would not bode well for the Riverhawks. Looking at the men, Both games are at halftime. Catholic at home leads Wilkes 36-32 in a close one there. And in Madison, New Jersey at historic Baldwin Gymnasium, Susquehanna has the lead over the 2-seed Drew 46-40. So all three other games are very close at this point. This one has the largest spread of the game as of right now at 16 points. Catholic is on the court, and the Royals now just emerging from their locker room and about to start the warm-up for the second half. As we mentioned, a good crowd has showed up here. The students, see a couple guys from the men's basketball team in attendance. I think that's the women's soccer team is here. Women's lacrosse team, I believe, is here. I saw some lacrosse sticks as well. The Byron Center being considering the cold and the snow. Byron Center across the way, the multi-purpose gym has been getting a workout with all the outdoor sports trying to get practices in. Should be actually pretty good for Friday. Here we're going to get close to 50, so a lot of those spring sports will be able to get out and either play games and or practice. It's been tough to get out. I think baseball's played 2 games this year. Lacrosse has played a few. Women's lacrosse has played a couple as well, but it's been tough to get games in with the snow to start and the cold weather, but things hopefully turning the corner, and we'll be getting towards baseball and softball, more habitable weather to take in softball and baseball and lacrosse and all the spring sports. Just about set for action. Royals head to their bench. Catholic likewise. Ben O'Brien in his 4th season. Matt Donahue, 17 seasons at the helm. He's got a fairly young team. He's got 2 starters that are seniors, one off the bench that's a senior, that have significant playing time. So he's got quite a few players out there that we will see next year for this Catholic squad. Catholic will send out their starters: Kennedy, Skoblik, Carlson, Kraft, and Catania. That Carlson, Kraft, Catania threesome are just sophomores. Carlson had 21 points in that win on Tuesday against Moravian. The Royals go with Gorski and Lamanna, Cranston and Sloan and Romanowski. Catholic with the basketball to start the third quarter. They will attack the basket to my right. Carlson to Kraft, left side for Kennedy. Kennedy around the screen. Kennedy, right side for Carlson. Both teams man-to-man from the start. Carlson on the dribble. Carlson driving. Carlson kick out for Skoblik. 9 to shoot. Skoblik on a drive. Skoblik in the lane. Flit it up. No good. Rebound by Sloan. Sloan into the front court for Cranston. Cranston, top of the circle. Cranston finds Gorski. Gorski to Romanowski. Romanowski turns the corner. Back outside. Lamanna, right wing 3. Good! Second 3 for Lamanna. She's got 8. And it's 42-23 Royals. Kennedy for Skoblik on the right wing. Skoblik. Cross court. Kennedy directing traffic. Kennedy gets a Kraft screen. Kennedy, top of the circle. Kennedy for Skoblik. Skoblik kick to the corner. 3 by Kraft. Is off the iron, no good. Rebound tapped out front, and it's picked up by Skoblik. Loose, and then a foul on the reach-in by Romanowski. Skoblik had it and lost it, and then Romanowski went to the floor and appears to be okay, but we've had a couple of dicey falls. Cranston fell twice in that first half, and she appeared to be okay, but Romanowski appears to be okay as well. Catholic with the basketball. Carlson near the center circle. Right side for Kraft. Kraft holding. Kraft, high post to Catania. Catania goes to Carlson. 8 to shoot. Carlson on a drive. Carlson split a double team, put it up, no good. Went down low for Catania. 1 to shoot. Kennedy flipped it up on the rim, no good. And Cranston the rebound. And Cranston is tied up. And the arrow will favor the Royals. The Royals will inbound and bring it across the line. Here's Sloan on the left wing for Cranston. Back to Sloan. Sloan, corner. Gorski will tee up a three. Front rimming no good. Romanowski's there for the offensive rebound. Back to LaManna. Straightaway three. That's off the side rim. No good and out of bounds. Back to Catholic. 8:01 to play here in the third. 42-23 Royals. Largest lead of the game. The inbound to Carlson. Ahead to Skoblik. Skoblik will bring it across to Carlson. Carlson between the circles, picked up by Sloan. Right side, throw it right to Romanowski. And then fouled by Kennedy. Second on Kennedy, first on the team, and Romanowski has her second steal. 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals as McLaughlin comes in for Catholic. Catholic 0 for 4 to start the third quarter. Sloan on the left wing for Cranston. Cranston, bounce left side, Romanowski. Romanowski, head of the circle. Romanowski, feed into the post for Cranston. Cranston faces up on Catania. Into the lane, back door to Gorski, and Gorski makes the layup. It used all the rim. Cranston on the assist, and it's 44-23. Skoblik. And a timeout called by Catholic. A 30-second timeout called by the Cardinals. And the Royals have scored the first 5 points of the third. Scranton 44, Catholic 23. This is Royals basketball on WUSR Scranton.
University of Scranton basketball on WUSR is underwritten in part by our Carol and Janelle's Restaurant and Catering, Bruselli Advertising,
30
The Italian Pub, Geisinger Sports Medicine, Catch 21 Seafood and Steak, the Hilton Scranton Conference Center, by Golden Care Foot and Ankle Surgery, Honor Awards, Manja Bistro and Bar, Riverfront Sports, Peggy's Marinade and Dipping Sauce, Sambuca Italian Grill and Bar, by PNC Bank, Moe's Southwest Grill, the Maddock Agency Incorporated, and Samario's Pizza.
Back at the long center, Dermott back in the WUSR studios, helping us produce Royals basketball here on a Thursday night. Carlson for Catholic has it out of the timeout. Gives to Skoblik on the left wing. That pass deflected by Romanowski and deflects to Skoblik. And the ball knocked away by Sloan, but grabbed by Carlson. 8 to shoot. Carlson, right of the lane. Carlson tied up, taken away and pilfered there by Romanowski. Drives all the way and lays it in with the left hand. Romanowski, and then she stole the inbounds pass. Got it to LaManna. Outside for Sloan. Sloan, they're daring her to shoot, and she doesn't pull the trigger. Everybody in the building wanted her to shoot the three. Sloan, left side for LaManna. Into the post for Gorski. Gorski draws the double. Goes to Sloan. Sloan pulls up. 10-footer good. Her first points of the game. 48-23 Royals. A 9-0 run, and Sloan stole the ball, threw it into the backcourt, and Romanowski's going to try to run it, and knocks it off of McLaughlin and out of bounds. What a defensive play there by Romanowski and Sloan. And the fans are aware of it. LaManna to inbound. To Sloan in the corner. Sloan for LaManna. Straight away, LaManna around the screen. Pull up, elbow jumper on the rim and off. Rebound, grabbed by Cranston. Put it up, no good. Rebound loose, and somebody's out of bounds. And a foul, I think they're going to get Cranston. First on Cranston, second on the team. Bennett and Toledo in for the Royals. Somebody's got to come out. It's Sloan. 5:57 to play. It's a 14-0 run over the last 6 minutes of game time. Catania into the front court. 9-0 this quarter. Catania to Kana, who's in. Kana to the right wing. Kana around the screen to the foul line. Pick and roll with Skoblik. Skoblik turning. Skoblik doubled. Her pass across. Almost threw it away. Here's McLaughlin. Back outside and a travel. Guidetti, who's in. Traveled. 12th turnover for Catholic. Proptavich is into the game. For Catholic. 48-23 Royals. 5.5 to play in the third, in which Catholic is yet to score. Bennett left wing. Bennett out front for Romanowski. Romanowski on the dribble into the lane. Kick to the corner. One more for Bennett. Back to LaManna. LaManna out front for Toledo. 10 to shoot. Gorski, a great pass from Toledo, and Gorski scores. 9 for Gorski, and it's 50-23. It's 11-0 third quarter for the Royals. Kruptovic. Left side goes back door, put it up, no good. Offensive rebound by Skoblik. She put it up and in. Skoblik with 5, and a timeout called by Catholic. 4:49 to play. Royals 50, Catholic 25. This is Royals basketball on WUSR Scranton.
This broadcast of University of Scranton basketball is underwritten in part by Moe's Southwest Grill, Bruselli Advertising, Catch 21 Seafood and Steak, Golden Care Foot and Ankle Surgery, Samario's Pizza, PNC Bank, The Italian Pub, Maddock Agency Incorporated, and Sambuca Italian Grill and Bar.
$4:49 to play in the third quarter. The Royals have outscored Catholic 11-2 here in the third and lead 50-25. Royals with the basketball out of the timeout. LaManna near the center circle for Toledo. Toledo hands to LaManna. LaManna for Gorski. Got it to Romanowski. Romanowski to Bennett, high post. Got it to LaManna, corner 3. That was blocked and fouled. The foul on Carlson is her third, second on the team. And LaManna will shoot 3. LaManna with 8 points and 3 assists. First one is no good. Second one, good. Sloan in. Well, no, not yet in. If LaManna makes it, she will be in. Missed it. Just 1 for 3 from the line. 51-25. Here's a long 2, it looks like, by Carlson, and they're going to look at it. They will look at the 3-pointer by Carlson, or the 2-pointer by Carlson. So they will go to the tablet. Nobody signaled three, either before the shot or after the shot. And it will still be a 2-point shot. And the Royals will inbound. 4:11 to play here in the third. 51-27. LaManna for Toledo. Back to LaManna. To Bennett, left wing. Almost a zone look here by Catholic. LaManna back to Bennett. Low post for Gorski. Cross court for Toledo. Toledo back to Bennett. Bennett catch and shoot three. That's no good. Rebound by Gorski. Gorski will dribble it back out. Out front for LaManna. Back to Bennett. Cross court for LaManna. Back to Bennett. High post for Sloan. Back to LaManna. One more for Toledo. Fakes the three. Got into the lane. Floater from 10. No good. Rebound by Sloan. Back out for Bennett. And the shot clock runs out. Sloan's got to shoot the ball, but she was too far underneath the basket and didn't realize the shot clock was at 2 when she passed it. A turnover there for the Royals. 3:27 to play in the third. 51-27 Royals. Skoblik into the corner. Kroptovich to Carlson. Carlson, Guidetti. Guidetti to the foul line. Guidetti into the corner for Carlson. Carlson around the screen. Carlson, cross court for Skoblik. Skoblik into the lane. Skoblik ran right into Bennett and missed the shot. Bennett didn't move. LaManna into the front court. LaManna for Sloan. Back to LaManna in the corner. LaManna out front for Toledo. Still this zone. Here's Sloan. Right side for LaManna. LaManna, low post for Gorski. Gorski into the lane. Gorski across the lane. Sloan will shoot this time and miss. And the rebound comes down to Catholic. 2:40 to play in the third. Kana goes to Carlson. Carlson a drive. Kicks it out. Long two is off the mark. Rebound by Sloan. Ahead for LaManna. LaManna into the front court. LaManna back out for Sloan. Toledo left wing three. Missed it. Rebound by Bennett. Bennett lost the handle of the ball, and it's picked up by Skoblik. Long outlet deflected by Toledo and picked up by Bennett. And whoa, says Ben O'Brien. Very ragged pace here in the third. Sloan, and holding away from the ball is Carlson, and Carlson has picked up 4 fouls. Third on the team. Carlson will sit. Catania is in. Juliana O'Dowd is in for Catholic. Another freshman. And this is a fairly young Catholic team. LaManna on the right wing with 2 minutes to play. Sloan against this 3-2 zone. Ball deflected into the Royals bench. 1:52 to play, 12 to shoot. LaManna to Romanowski, who's checked back in. Romanowski to LaManna. LaManna probing, now back out for Romanowski. 4 to shoot. Romanowski a drive. Her shot is blocked. Catania, and then picked up by Romanowski. Put it up, no good. And now the whistle will blow. Catholic had the ball, and then Romanowski stole it. The shot clock should have reset. The initial ruling is no, and the shot clock ran out, but did Catholic... They will rule the shot clock ran out. So it will be Catholic ball with 1:38 to play. Skoblik into the front court. Right side for O'Dowd. O'Dowd, high post, Kana. Kana tried to go back door, and a turnover. Catania couldn't catch up with the pass. 14 turnovers for Catholic, 6 for the Royals. Points off turnovers are 13-0. Into the post for Bennett. Back out front for Sloan. Sloan to the corner. Here's Romanowski for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Cranston. Cranston will try to dribble out of traffic, and she draws a foul. The foul is on Kriptovich, her first, fourth on the team. 1:08 to play in the third. Sloan to inbound. Down inside for Bennett. Bennett put it up and scored. 6 for Bennett, and it's 53-27. Skoblik, right of the lane. Skoblik knocked away by Sloan and picked up by Romanowski. Romanowski in a foot race. Romanowski across the lane for Lamanna, kicks it back out. Bennett for 3. Short. Rebound by Catholic's Kana. Kana is double teamed and fouled. This will find Romanowski, who has picked up 3 fouls. Third on the team with 44 seconds remaining. Toledo quickly to the table. And Kennedy for Catholic. Catholic has scored 4 points here in the third quarter. They had 23 at the half. They now have 27 with 42 seconds to play. Catania for Kana, right wing. Kana, Skoblik between the circles, and a bad pass. Out of bounds, Kennedy went to the rim, and Skoblik threw it behind her. 32 seconds to play, so the Royals do not quite have the hammer. About a 2-second difference between the clocks. And the Royals will milk it for all it's worth. Sloan. Still this zone by Catholic. Toledo and Sloan playing catch. Now 12 to play, 10 to shoot. Here's Sloan with 8. Sloan back to Toledo. Back to Sloan. Sloan bounce pass. Cranston wide open, scores. First points for Cranston, and the inbounds pass was nearly stolen by Toledo, and it runs out the third quarter of play, where the Royals outscore Catholic 16-4 in the third quarter. After 3, Scranton 55, Catholic 27. This is Royals basketball on WUSR Scranton.
This broadcast of University of Scranton basketball is underwritten in part by our Carol and Janelle's Restaurant and Catering, Honor Awards, Geisinger Sports Medicine, Manja Bistro and Bar, Riverfront Sports, the Hilton Scranton Conference Center, and Peggy's Marinade and Dipping Sauce.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
A big third quarter for the Royals, in which they held Catholic to just 2 of 9 shooting. The Royals were 7 of 19 shooting. And a 55-27 third quarter lead. They are starting the fourth in Selinsgrove, and Elizabethtown continues to lead. 49-46 E-Town as they start the fourth quarter. On the men's side, Catholic's lead is 1. Catholic is trailing 60-52 with 9 minutes to play. And with 12 minutes to play, Susquehanna leading Drew 66-62. Off the inbounds, Catholic a missed 3 as we start the fourth quarter. Royals back with the ball. Lamanna for 3, and it's good. Lamanna has 12, 58-27 Royals. Skoblik for Kana on the low post. Kana backing in, kick to the corner, Kraft for 3. Left it short, offensive rebound, Kennedy. She couldn't score, and the rebound comes down to Gorski. Romanowski, pass to Lamanna. Corner, Cranston 3. Across the rim, no good. And the rebound to Skoblik. Skoblik has 4 rebounds. Got it to Kana. Kana drives in. She couldn't score. And a foul is going to be on Catholic on the rebound. Foul on Skoblik is her second. First of the quarter. Minute played here of the fourth. Still this really spread out 3-2 zone. That leaves LaManna free again for a three, but missed it this time. And Kennedy the rebound. Kennedy pushes into the lane, stops, now got it to Skoblik. Skoblik down the left lane line, put it up, and drew a foul. Foul on Sloan is her first on the team. Carlson in, Kroptovich in for Catholic. Skoblik 5 points and 4 rebounds and 2 assists in 27 minutes. 0 for 2 from the line tonight. First one is no good. Second one, line right. On the rim, it falls off. Rebound picked up by Kroptovich for Catholic. Cardinals keep it. Here's Kraft, right wing three. That's no good. Rebound by Cranston, and Cranston is fouled by Kennedy. Third on Kennedy, second on the team. .7:45 to play in Selinsgrove. It's 55-51 Elizabethtown. We will keep an eye on that one. Here's Romanowski into the lane. Her pass deflected into the corner. Came to Cranston anyway. She flipped it up and scored. It wasn't the prettiest of passes. It got deflected, but Cranston now has 15 points, just 4 this half. Kraft on the right wing. Kraft driving on LaManna, who hand checks her and fouls her. Second on LaManna, second on the team. O'Dowd back in for Catholic. 8:05 to play in the fourth. 60-27. Carlson having trouble getting it in, and a foul going to be on Gorski. Third on Gorski, third on the team. Team fouls even at 3. Carlson will try again. Got it into O'Dowd. O'Dowd to the line, pulls up, shoots, left it short. Long rebound to Sloan for the Royals. Ben O'Brien says, whoa, we are in no hurry with a 60-27 lead. The Royals are going to start working on the clock. See how long Catholic stays in this zone. Low post Gorski, corner, Cranston, 3. Missed everything. Rebound off of the leg of Carlson. And will stay with the Royals, but 12 on the shot clock. Sloan to inbound. Sloan lob for Gorski with great positioning. She went up and got it and scored. 6 for Gorski. 62-27, and Sloan bats it out of bounds. Catholic has 4 points this half. McLaughlin in for the Royals. McLaughlin in for Catholic. Bennett in for the Royals. It's an 11-0 run for the Royals. Skoblik, bounce pass. Carlson drives in and draws a foul on Toledo. Second on Sophia, fourth on the team. So this fourth quarter is going to last quite a bit here since Royals have committed 4 fouls. Catholic's committed 3, so there will be some foul shots to be had in the final 7:27 of this one. First one by Carlson is no good. Catholic just 2 for 9 from the foul line. Second one is good. Carlson with 5. 62-28. Toledo down low for Bennett. Bennett got it to Gorski. Gorski back to LaManna. Still a 2-3 zone now by Catholic. Low post for Bennett. Back to LaManna. Fakes the 3. Toledo with 6 to shoot. Toledo. Bounce pass for Bennett. Layup is good. Bennett with 8. Toledo has 3 assists. 64-28 Royals. O'Dowd, right of the lane. Tough shot is no good. LaManna the rebound. Rebounds are 41-27 Royals. The Royals will walk it up again and take 30 more seconds off the clock. Bennett in the low post, turns, shoots, fouled. Kruptovich, second. Third on the team, and Bennett will shoot 2. First one, front rimming no good. Royals are the Royals are 8 for 15 from the foul line. Bennett, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Second one is good. 65-28. 6:28 to play in the game. Carlson on the left wing. Carlson for Skoblik. Skoblik, McLaughlin pulls up, 10-footer, good. 5 for Molly McLaughlin, and it's 65-30. Approaching 6 minutes to play in the game. Still the 2-3 zone by Catholic. Caitlin Raguso's into the game for the Royals. Feeds the post, and Bennett back out for Toledo. Toledo on the dribble. Back to Raguso. Raguso to Toledo, 10 to shoot. Gorski for 3. Good! 14 for Katie Gorski. 4 players in doubles for the Royals. McLaughlin drives in, put it up. Gorski blocked it and got the rebound. Long outlet for Raguso. Raguso driving in, stopped, puts it up and traveled. Seventh turnover for the Royals. And Ben O'Brien starting to look at the end of the bench. Skoblik, head of the circle. Skoblik for Carlson. Carlson on the right wing, into the lane, fouled. Third on Raguso, 5th on the team. And Carlson will go to the line, 1 for 2. Carlson, 5 points, 2 rebounds. First one is good. Second one is good as well. 68-32 Royals with 5:10 to play. Raguso for Gorski. Lamanna back to Gorski. Down low for Bennett. Bennett split a double team, missed the shot. The rebound comes down to Catholic. Carlson on the left wing. Carlson a drive. Carlson put it up. No good. Rebound, and Catholic's out of bounds. Royals going to start to clear the bench. Kelsey Miedreich and Selena Ciesco in for the Royals. Gorski and Lamanna out. Lamanna 12 points. Gorski 14. Ciesco on the right wing for Raguso. Raguso, low post for Bennett. Reach in foul on Kruptovich. Her third, it's the 5th on the team, so Bennett will shoot foul shots. Bennett, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block shot. First one is good. Second one is good as well. Kennedy and Kana are in. So all the seniors are in for Catholic, it looks like. Lob inside McLaughlin. McLaughlin whips a pass. Corner 3 is no good. Rebound by Raguso for the Royals. Raguso, long outlet for Miedreich, who will wait for help. Back to Raguso with 4:05 to play. Ciescu to Toledo on the right wing. Got it for Bennett again. Bennett against the double team, fouled again. Second on Kana. And Maggie Hughes is in. She is the other senior for Catholic, so all 4 seniors are in the game for the Cardinals. As Bennett will go to the line and make the first. So Matt Donahue dresses about almost 20 players. Second one is good. Marissa Francioni is in. Sophia Toledo's day is done. 11 points and 4 assists. 72-32 Royals with 4 minutes to go. So Matt Donahue letting his 4 seniors play out the string. Kennedy to the line. Kennedy right of the lane, put it up. Had her shot blocked. Grabbed by Ciescu. Ciescu into the front court. Ciescu got it to Francioni. Straight man now by Catholic, I believe, and a timeout by Ben O'Brien. I think this is just to get Sabrina Craker into the game, the sophomore from Staten Island. Elizabeth Bennett's day is done. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Raguso with 3:20 to play for Miedreich. Miedreich backs in, lost the basketball out of bounds. Last touched by Catholic. 11 to shoot. Ciescu feeds a pass inside for Raguso. Had her shot blocked. Got it to Ciescu. Back out Miedreich. Fakes the 3. Drives the lane. Flipped it up. Missed it. And the rebound comes down to Catholic. Kana ahead for Hughes. Back to Kennedy. Finds Skoblik. Skoblik a long 2. No good. Rebound by Miedreich. Miedreich will dribble out of traffic. Go to Ciescu. 2:45 remaining. Ciescu on the right wing. Ciescu lost the basketball. Loose. Picked up by Francioni. Goes to Raguso with 12 to shoot. Raguso around the screen along the baseline with 8 to shoot. Francioni with 6. Francioni, and she lost the ball. Scramble, loose, and the shot clock runs out. And the arrow will, or actually the shot clock ran out. So the ball will go over to Catholic with 2:23 remaining. Well, a big second half here for the Royals. They've outscored Catholic 33-9 in the second half. Hughes for Kennedy. Kennedy on the right wing for Skoblik, head of the circle, whistle and a foul on Miedreich. And that will send Maggie Hughes to the line, senior out of DeLone Catholic, Sherrytown, PA. Does not play a lot. Two foul shots here. First one is good. Second one is on the rim and in. 2 for Hughes. Natalie Stupakis is into the game. So it's Craker, Miedreich, Francioni, Ciescu, and Stupakis in for the Royals with 2:05 to play. It's 72-34. Stupakis for Miedreich on the left wing. Miedreich, corner for Craker. Craker into the lane. Craker whips a pass into row 2. Trying to find Franchione in the corner, but the pass a little tall. 1:50 to play. We'll check that E-Town game. 2 minutes to go. E-Town leads by 2 points, 60-58. Here's Hughes in the low post. Back out for Skoblick. Skoblick ran into a triple team. Back out for Kennedy. Kennedy is fouled. Wilkes is leading Catholic on the men's side with 1 minute to play. It's 74-67. Kennedy will go to the line, still looking for her first points of the game. Susquehanna is leading on the road at Drew by 11 points with 3 minutes to go. We have all sorts of upsets. This is the only game that the seeds have held true, but all the road teams are winning right now on the men and the women, with the exception of this game. We'll run down all the scores. See, we have some finals for you before this one ends in the next 90 seconds as Kennedy makes a pair. 72-36. Ciesco to the line. Ciesco to the corner. Craker for three. No good. Rebound by Knopf. Knopf flips it to Kennedy. Kennedy on the left wing. Kennedy holding. Kennedy, and Skoblick is fouled by Franchione. And that will send Anna Skoblick to the line. 5 points for her. Much has been talked about, and her going head-to-head with Casey Cranston as the first one is no good. Those two know each other very well. Cranston went to Holy Cross. Skoblick at Abington Heights. AAU, second one is no good. Rebound by Stupakis. 1 minute to play. Ciesco in the lane, stops, swings it back out. Franchione. Franchione on the left wing. Franchione, top of the circle for Ciescu. 12 to shoot. Ciescu on a baseline drive, hooks it way out for Stupakis. 8 to shoot. Stupakis back out for Franchione. Franchione for three, no good. Rebound by Kennedy with 32 seconds remaining. Kennedy for Hughes. Hughes, top of the circle, knocked away, stolen by Stupakis. Stupakis in a foot race, driving in, and will score. First points for Natalie Stupakis. Skoblick back from McLaughlin, the only non-senior on the floor right now for Catholic. Kennedy with 5 seconds, lob for Skoblick. Back to Kennedy, she'll launch a three and missed it. It will go out of bounds with 0.2 to play. And the Royals will advance 74-36. And the Royals will advance to the Landmark Conference Championship game on Saturday. We'll be back to wrap it up and see what finals we have from around the Landmark Conference and what could be an upset Thursday. We'll check it out when we return. Royals 74, Catholic 36. This is Royals basketball on WUSR Scranton.
This broadcast of University of Scranton basketball is underwritten in part by Moe's Southwest Grill, Bruselli Advertising, Catch 21 Seafood and Steak, Golden Care Foot and Ankle Surgery, Samario's Pizza, PNC Bank, The Italian Pub, Maddock Agency Incorporated, and Sambuca Italian Grill and Bar.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This broadcast of University of Scranton basketball is underwritten in part by our Carol and Janelle's Restaurant and Catering, Honor Awards, Geisinger Sports Medicine, Manja Bistro and Bar, Riverfront Sports, the Hilton Scranton Conference Center, and Peggy's Marinade and Dipping Sauce.
Now the Royals cruise to a victory. They will play in the championship game. It has been announced it will be at 2 o'clock on Saturday against either Elizabethtown or Susquehanna, which is in the final seconds at Selinsgrove. And Elizabethtown has a 66-61 lead over Susquehanna. Right now, all the road teams on the men and women's side are currently losing. Susquehanna is winning at Drew 87-82 with 90 seconds to go. And with a minute to play at Catholic, Wilkes is beating Catholic 74-67. We'll see if we get any finals by the time I am done wrapping this up. Here's a look at the scoring in the game. First for Catholic, nobody in double figures for the Cardinals. McKenna Carlson with 7. Raquel Guidetti and Carly Cantagna with 6. Molly McLaughlin and Anna Skoblik with 5. 3 for Lauren Kraft. 2 for Amelia Kennedy for Catholic's 36 points. For the Royals, they put 5 players in double figures. Casey Cranston with 15. Katie Gorski with 14. Elizabeth Bennett with 13. Megan Lamano with 12. And Sophia Toludo with 11. 5 for Kaylee Romanowski, 2 each for Jenna Sloan and Natalie Stupakis for the Royals, 74 points. The rest of the numbers look like this. Catholic scored just 13 points in the second half. They were outscored 35-13. They finished 11 of 48 from the field, 23%. 5 of 18 from the three-point line, 9 of 18 from the foul line. For the Royals, 27 of 65 from the field, 42%. 7 of 23 from the three-point line and 13 of 20 from the foul line. Rebounds were 48-32 in favor of the Royals. Kaylee Romanowski and Casey Cranston with 9 each. 8 for Katie Gorski in the game. Catholic getting 6 from Alexa Kana and 5 for Amelia Kennedy. Assists in the game, 22 for the Royals on 27 made baskets. 8 for Kaylee Romanowski, 5 for Jenna Sloan. Kaylee Romanowski finishes with 5 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 steals. 7 assists for Catholic. Turnovers in the game, 18 for Catholic, cost them 21 points. The Royals had 9 turnovers, cost them 6 points. We mentioned 13 steals for the Royals, 4 for Romanowski, 3 steals for Catholic, 3 blocks for Catholic, and 3 for the Royals. Points in the paint, 34-8 in favor of the Royals. And the bench points, the Royals outscore Catholic 26-13. We had no ties and we had 1 tie and no lead changes as the Royals led from the start in this one. We go to the scoreboard. Everything is in the final seconds. Every game is within 1 minute to play. We'll run it down. 7 seconds to play at Selinsgrove. Elizabethtown leads Susquehanna 66-61. That's the women's semifinal. On the men's side, the top seed Catholic is in a heap of trouble. They are losing to Wilkes 77-67 with 30 seconds remaining in that game. In Madison, New Jersey, Susquehanna, who beat the Royals on Tuesday night with 30 seconds to play, leads the second seed Drew 89-82. If that score holds up, the championship game would be in Selinsgrove. The top 2 teams would be out. So a lot of topsy-turviness on both the men and the women's side. And just waiting to see if we get a game to go final here. Any of them. To see if we might have 3 other upsets besides this one, the only one in which the home team might win. as the Royals win it 74-36. The game here on Saturday they have announced as a 2 o'clock start. So for those of you who are listening or planning on coming down on Saturday, it will be a 2 o'clock start here at the Long Center as the Royals might be playing Elizabethtown. Live scoring is killing me here. There's 5 seconds left in Selinsgrove, and E-Town leads 68-61. So barring something, it is now a final. Elizabethtown has won 68-61. And so the Royals will play the 3 seed and the Blue Jays of Elizabethtown here at the Long Center at 2 o'clock. On the men's side, it has gone final at Catholic. Wilkes has upset Catholic 79-70. So Wilkes, the 4 seed, will advance to the championship game. And it looks like they may do it against Susquehanna. They are hanging on. It's 90-84 Susquehanna with 14 seconds to go. So some wildness here at the end of this one in the Landmark Conference semifinals on both the men and the women. We will wrap it up from there. I'd like to thank all of our underwriters of University of Scranton basketball and ask that you support them whenever you have the opportunity to do so. I'd also like to thank the Sports Information Department here at the university, Z.J. Morse and Vin Ranella, helping us with the broadcast. And Dermot back in the WUSR studios. A big thank you to him for helping us produce Lady Royals basketball here on a Thursday night. With the loss, Catholic ends their season at 18-9 on the season. With the victory, the Royals improve to 26-0, and they will host Elizabethtown for the Landmark Conference title as they beat Susquehanna. Tip-off will be 2 o'clock. If you can't make it out to the Long Center, we invite you to tune us into the broadcast beginning at 1:50. Once again, your final score tonight, the University of Scranton Royals 74 and the Catholic University of America Cardinals 36. Until Saturday afternoon, this is Dean Corwin saying so long, everybody.
You have been listening to University of Scranton basketball on WUSR. This game is underwritten in part by Carol and Janelle's Restaurant and Catering, Honor Awards, Moe's Southwest Grill, Geisinger Sports Medicine, by Sambuca Italian Grill and Bar, the Hilton Scranton Conference Center, the Italian Pub, Golden Care Foot and Ankle Surgery, Brucelli Advertising, by PNC Bank, Peggy's Marinade and Dipping Sauce, Some Mario's Pizza, Riverfront Sports, Manja Bistro and Pub, the Maddock Agency Incorporated, and Catch 21 Seafood and Steak. Follow the Royals all season here on 99.5 WUSR.
Thank you, sir. It is greatly appreciated.